Live ta. Hello, good morning. So, start ta. Pa-check daw ko sa live. Okay ra? Ang live na to? Live ta. Hello, good morning. So, start ta. Pa-check daw ko sa live. Okay ra? Ang live na to? Sige. So, good morning, no, everyone. Today is June 3, 2026. So, scheduled pre-bid conference for contract ID numbers 26HO0049, rebid 26HO0056, 26HO057, and 26GHO001. So before we formally start our pre-bid conference, may I request our secretariat to lead us a prayer. So again, no, good morning everyone. Also to our online viewers through our YouTube channel, no, good morning. So at this point, may I request our Secretariat Engineer Toots to roll call the attendance?
Uh, Good morning, everyone. For today's pre-bid conference for the contract ID number 26HO49 rebid, 26HO0056, 26HO0057, and 26 GH00 HO0001. May I recognize the presence of our back chairman, Engineer Alcius Enriquez, back members, Engineer Leandro Carpio Jr., Engineer Jocelyn Orculio,
Good morning.
Engineer Shara Clarissa Alegado,
Good morning.
Engineer Julie Lapot, and Engineer Colin Mark Salvador. For our back secretariat, we have Attorney Zaira Umambak, Engineer Jimar Mecales, and yours truly, John Mark Hetutua. Well, we also have the presence of our designers, Charmaine Marie Misa, Ana Richel Marco. Also from we have a contractor present today. Name is Exiel Esguiera from Megadynamic Construction. Oh, that's all, Chair, Mr. Chair. From our another back member from our goods, Engineer Edwin Gudalupe. Morning. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So considering no the back members present today, 6 out of 7. So today quorum is present, and with that, call this meeting to order. So we will now proceed to the discussion, or to guide us through our discussion, no? Our agenda for this pre-bid conference. So the agenda, first, brief presentation explanation by the back of the following basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration. B, requirements of the bidding documents, including the instruction to bidders, general conditions of contract, special conditions of contract, specifications, drawings, bill of quantities and forms. Letter C, we have the documents to be submitted by the bidder. We have the technical proposal, financial proposal. Letter D, criteria and procedure of eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. Second, question and comments from the bidders and replies of the back and other representatives of the procuring entity. And third is the other matters, if any. So we will now proceed to discussion for our infra projects. So may I turn over the microphone to our YC chief, no, sa planning, also the back member. So Engineer Shara, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Chair. So for the discussion of each and every contract for their detailed scope of work, may I call the technical engineers to discuss each and every detail of the contract included in this pre-bid conference. To start off, we have this contract ID 26HO0049 rebid. May I call Engineer Charmaine? Kindly discuss the details of this project, please.
Thank you, Ma'am R. Good morning, everyone. For contract ID 26HO0049 rebid Convergence and Special Support Program, construction / rehabilitation of water supply / septage and sewerage / rainwater collectors, water supply system, construction of Badian water supply system, Badian, Cebu. It is located in Badian, Cebu, in Barangay Tubod and Barangay Sandagan, with an EBC amount of 39,199,990 pesos and 89 cents. The source of funds for this project is under FY 2026 GAA. It is projected to be done within 210 calendar days. For project description, this project includes construction of spring boxes and pump houses sourcing from Barangay Tubod and Barangay Sandagan of Badian, installation of two 100 cubic meter of modular still water tanks, installation of chlorinator and submersible pumps with 15 HP of capacity, and also distribution of pipelines with high density polyethylene material with total of 8,388 meters of length. That's all.
Thank you, Engineer Charmaine. So the next contract to be discussed by Engineer Anna on behalf of
Engineer Pat.
Engineer Pat. So kindly discuss the details of the project for 26HO0056, please. Thank you.
Thank you, R. So, good morning again, everyone. So, for the 25HO0056 Organizational Outcome 1, ensure safe and reliable national road system, network development program, construction of missing links, new roads, Alegria-Alcoy Road, Barangay Guadalupe, Alegria, Cebu, located at Alegria, Cebu, with an ABC amount of 23,759,112.69 cents, still under FY 2026 GAA, with a total project duration of 109 calendar days. So, this project aims to construct a safe and reliable road linking Alcoy and Alegria, enhancing connectivity, promoting economic growth, and improving mobility and safety through a well-designed all-weather road roadway that supports regional development and disaster resilience. So this one is a continuing project carried over from the GAA 2025 and follows the same approved alignment as previously established. So the total target output of the project is a construction of 1.088 lane kilometers or 544 meters of concrete road. So in terms of the dimensions, the project has a total length of 719 meters with a carriage width of 6.1 meters, 3.05 meter per lane, consisting 2 lanes. So the pavement structure will have PCCP thickness of 0.28 meters, supported by an aggregate sa base course with a thickness of 0.2 meters. So additionally, the project includes 1 meter wide concrete shoulders on both sides, each with a shoulder thickness of 0.2 meters and still supported by aggregate sa base course of 0.2 meters. So the scope of work also covers ancillary masonry works, which may include slope protection and other necessary supporting components to ensure road durability and safety. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Anna. So let's proceed with the next contract under 26HO0057 to be discussed again by Engineer Anna. Kindly discuss the details of this project, please.
So for the 26HO0057 Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Alleviating Gaps, Access Roads and or Bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, road construction of Patong-Basak Road, Station 0+786 to Station 0+930 at Barangay Basak and Patong-Badian, Cebu, located at Badian, Cebu, with an ABC amount of 28,511,114.56 cents, still under FY 2026 GAA, with a total calendar days of 123. So this one is a road opening of 144 meters, 4-lane road, including road concreting, cross drainage, line canal with dimensions of 0.9 meters by 1 meter depth, and also installation of solar streetlights and stone masonry. And for the clarification of kanang na cancel ng solar streetlights for these projects. So this only includes this one is a concreting of 4-lane road with a total carriage width of 13.4 meters. This also has a 1 meter wide concrete road shoulder on each side with curb and gutter, and also a concrete line canal of 1.2 by 0.9 meters. And also this has a portion of stone masonry with a concrete slope protection of 0.2 meters as a road slip structure. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Anna, for the clarification. So at this juncture, Mr. Chair, may I turn over the floor to you? Thank you.
So thank you, no, to our designers and programmers. So for the instructions to bidders, no, first, prospective bidders should be registered with and classified by the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board (PCAB) with PCAB license applicable to the type and cost of this contract. Contractors, applicants who wish to participate in this bidding are encouraged to enroll in the DPWH Civil Works application at the DPWH Procurement Service, 5th floor, DPWH Building, Bonifacio Drive, Port Area, Manila. While those already enrolled shall keep their records current and updated. Contractors' eligibility to bid on the project will be determined using the DPWH contractor profile eligibility process and subjected for the post-qualification. Information on registration can be obtained from the PRS during working weekdays from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. or at the DPWH website www.dpwh.gov.ph. So bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the IRR, otherwise known as the New Government Procurement Act. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorships, cooperatives, and partnerships or organizations with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to the citizens of the Philippines. Interested bidders may obtain further information from this office, Cebu 7th DEO, the address Recabo Street, Barangay Cogon, Dumanog, Cebu, and inspect the bidding documents from Monday to Thursday between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on May 25, 2026 to June 11, 2026 from the given address and website below and upon payment of the applicable fee of the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB. Bidding documents may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or the PhilGIPS and the website of this procuring entity, provided that the bidder shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation of submission of an electronic bid are contained in the BDS ITB clauses 17 to 19. Bids must be duly received by the Bids and Awards Committee Secretariat at the address below for the manual submission or at electronic bids underscore Cebu 7th at dpwh.gov.ph for the electronic submission on or before June 11, 2026, 10 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in the ITB Clause 16. So bid opening shall be on June 11, 2026, 10 a.m. immediately after the deadline of dropping of bids at the second floor conference room of this office and or through YouTube Live. Zoom bids will be open in the presence of the bidders representative who choose to attend the activity. The Department of Public Works and Highways Cebu 7th District Engineering Office reserves the right to reject and any all bids, declare a failure bidding, or not award the contract at any prior to contract award in accordance with Section 70 of RA 12009 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. So for further information, please refer or contact Rosemary C. Tan, our procurement head of this office, with an email at procurement.cebu7@gmail.com. Also, you may visit the following websites for the downloading of bidding documents: www.dpwh.gov.ph and www.philgips.gov.ph. For the online submission, electronic bids underscore cebu7@dpwh.gov.ph. So these are the checklist now for the technical requirements. This also our financial requirements. So you may check this checklist now through our website or the PhilGIPS. For further discussion for the under the technical requirements and financial requirements, may I ask our back member ng General Jewelry to discuss, please?
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. For the technical requirements, first, the bidder at its option shall submit a bid security in the form and amount as stated in the BDS, which may include the following. We have for the acceptable forms, first, we have cash or cashier's manager's check issued by a bank with a minimum amount of 2% of the ABC. Second, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter credit issued by a bank, provided, however, that it shall be confirmed or authenticated by a local bank if issued by a foreign bank with a minimum amount of 5% of the ABC. Third, a surety bond, callable upon demand, issued by a surety or insurance company, duly certified by the insurance on as authorized to issue such security with a minimum amount of 5% of the ABC. And fourth, we have bid securing declaration. For the eligibility criteria under Section 52.4.1 of the ARR of RA 12009, for the procurement of infrastructure projects, the following person or entities shall be allowed to participate in the bidding for infrastructure projects. A, we have duly licensed Filipino citizens or sole proprietorships. B, partnerships duly organized under the laws of the Philippines and of which at least 60% of the interest belong to the citizens of the Philippines. C, corporations duly organized under the laws of the Philippines and of which at least 60% of the outstanding capital stock belongs to the citizens of the Philippines. D, cooperatives duly organized under the laws of the Philippines. E. Persons or entities forming themselves into a joint venture, a group of two or more persons or entities that intended to be jointly and severally responsible or liable for a particular contract. Provided, however, that in accordance with DEO number 65 series of 2018, Filipino ownership or interest of the joint venture concerned shall be at least 60%. Provided further that joint ventures in which Filipino ownership or interest is less than 60% may be eligible, where the structures to be built require the application of techniques or technologies which are not adequately possessed by a person or entity meeting the 60% Filipino ownership requirement. Provided furthermore that in the latter case, Filipino ownership or interest shall not be less than 25%. For this purpose, Filipino ownership or interest shall be based on the contributions of each of the members of the joint venture as specified in the joint venture agreement. Provided finally that the primary purpose of each member of the joint venture must be similar or related to the requirement of the project to be bid out. Foreign bidders may be eligible to participate in the procurement of infrastructure projects when provided for under any treaty or international or executive agreement as provided in Section 4 of the Act of this IRR. In accordance with RA number 4566 or the Contractors License Law as amended by RA number 11711 or an act further amending Republic Act number 4566, the persons or entities enumerated in Section 52 of this IRR may participate in the procurement of infrastructure projects if it has been issued by a license by the PCAB to engage or act as a contractor. The bidder must have completed an SLCC that is similar to the procurement project to be bid and whose value adjusted to current prices using the PSA consumer price indices must be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid, provided that any change of the 50% requirement may be allowed subject to the recommendation of the procuring entity, which shall be submitted to the GPPB for consideration. Provided further that the contractors under small a and small b categories without similar experience on the procurement project to be bid may be allowed to bid if the cost of such contract is more than the allowable range of contract cost of the registration based on the guidelines as prescribed by the PCAB. For foreign funded procurement, the GOP and the foreign government or foreign international financing institution may agree on another track of record requirement. Moreover, a contract shall be considered similar to the procurement project if it has the same major categories of work. The procuring entity may clarify in the bidding documents what is regarded as major categories of work, guided by the principle of proportionality and fit for purpose approach. The SLCC shall be supported by an owner's certificate of final acceptance issued by the project owner, other than the contractor, or a final rating of at least satisfactory in the CPES, or a similar performance and monitoring system. In the case of contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. The computation of bidders' NFCC must be at least equal to the ABC to be bid, calculated as follows. NFCC is equals to current assets minus current liabilities times 15 minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding the procurement project to be bid, provided that a different formula may be adopted subject to the recommendation of the procuring entity, which shall be submitted to the GPPB for consideration. The value of the domestic bidders' current assets and current liabilities shall be based on the latest annual financial AFS submitted to the BIR. For the purpose of computing the foreign bidders NFCC, the value of the current assets and current liabilities shall be based in the AFS prepared in accordance with the International Financial Reporting Standards. For the technical component envelope, we have Class A documents. For the legal documents, we have a valid field registration certificate Platinum membership, all pages, or B, registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission, Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship, or Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives or its equivalent document. And C, a mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. And D, tax clearance per EO number 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. And F, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. And G, Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board license or special pickup license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. H, original copy of bid security in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. And I, project requirements, which shall include the following: A, organizational chart for the contract to be bid. B, list of contractors' key personnel. C, list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of the equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. And J, original duly signed omnibus sworn statement. K, sworn disclosure of relations and beneficial ownership. And if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For the financial documents, we have the prospective bidders' audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR and is duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of submission. And M, the prospective bidders' computation of NFCC. And if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in the case of joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GVA in the instance that the bid is successful. For bids to be submitted electronically online, the following procedures should be observed following DO number 87 series of 2020. 1. Submission of electronic official receipt of purchase of the bidding documents. Prior to the deadline of submission of bids, the prospective bidders shall send an email with the subject official receipt for insert contract ID to electronic bids _ Cebu 7th at dpwh.gov.ph. Attached to the said email is the copy of the official receipt of the purchase of bidding documents in portable document file or PDF format, with file name in the format pickup ID _ contract ID _ official receipt.pdf. In case a prospective bidder originally intends to join the bidding as a joint venture, referred as original bidder, has been issued an official receipt of purchase of bidding documents and has submitted the electronic official receipt but eventually decided to join the bidding with new members or as individual contractors, referred as regroup bidder or vice versa. The regroup bidder shall purchase a new bidding document to be issued with the corresponding official receipt in their name and submit the electronic official receipt following the same procedures. For the evaluation of bids, we have Section 61 of RA 12009. The post-qualification, we have Section 63 of RA 12009 with the award criterion of LCRB. Bidders shall submit one original and one copy of the first technical and second financial components of its bid. That would be all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
So that no the ends the discussion of our infra projects, no. So by the way, reminder lang to those interested, no, contractors. So a reminder to fully disclose all ongoing and awarded but not yet started contracts, including DPWH and other government and private contracts, no, to fully disclose, no, all those mentioned, no, projects under their company. Failure to do so, or failure to declare all ongoing unawarded but not yet started contract may constitute a ground for disqualification and imposition of sanctions. And also, another reminder to update or regularly update your records, no, in the CWA, no, the civil works application for the processing of your eligibility. So that concludes, no, our discussion for the infra projects. So we will now proceed to our I think one, no, for goods. So with contract ID 26GHO001 with PR number 2026-05-003. Purchase of 8 liters fully synthetic engine oil and 471 other items to be used for the preventive and express maintenance servicing of the various vehicle and heavy equipment in this office. So for the agenda, so wala na to. Balik daw. So letter A, the invitation to bid, and B, the technical specification of each item, no. So to discuss this further, no, may I request our back member for the goods, Engineer Edwin, please go.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. So, invitation to bid. The Department of Public Works and Highways, Cebu 7th District Engineering Office, through the RA 12116 GAA FY 2025 extended, intends to apply the sum of 2,712,272 pesos and 70 centavos, being the approved ABC for the contract or ABC to payments under the contract for 26GHO0001. Bids received in excess of the ABC shall be automatically rejected at bid opening. Next, please. So, contract ID 26GHO0001 with a contract name of PR number 2026-05-0003- purchase of 8 liters fully synthetic engine oil and 471 other items to be used for preventive and express maintenance servicing of various vehicles, heavy equipment, and DPWH Cebu 7th District Engineering Office. Contract location at Recabo Street, Barangay Cogon, Dumanog, Cebu. with an ABC amount or approved budget for the contract is 2,712,272 pesos and 70 centavos. With a source of funds of RA 12116, GAA FY 2025 extended, delivery duration is 120 calendar days with a cost of bidding docs for 5,000 pesos. The delivery of the goods is required by 120 calendar days. Bidders should have completed within the last 5 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids, contracts similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2, Instruction to Bidders. Bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedure using a non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the IRR of RA number 12009. So first, bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorships, partnerships, or organizations with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines and to citizens or organization of a country, the laws or regulations of which grant similar rights or privileges to Filipino citizens pursuant to RA number 5183. Interested bidders may obtain further information from the Department of Public Works and Highways, Cebu 7th District Engineering Office, and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on May 26, 2026 until 10 a.m. of June 11, 2026. From the given address, Department of Public Works and Highways, Cebu 7th District Engineering Office, Recabo Street, Cogon, Dumanog, Cebu. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or PhilGEPS and the website of the procurement entity, provided that the bidder shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. For downloading of bidding documents at www.dpwh.gov.ph and www.philgeps.gov.ph. For online bid submission, electronic bids _ Cebu 7 at dpwh.gov.ph. Bids must be duly received by the Bids and Awards Committee or BAC Secretariat through manual submission will be at this office, second floor conference office of DPWH Cebu 7th District Engineering Office, Cogon, Dumanog, on or before 10 a.m. on June 11, 2026. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 16.1. Bid opening shall be on 10 a.m. on June 11, 2026 at second floor, conference room of Department of Public Works and Highways, Cebu 7th District Engineering Office, and or via YouTube Live. Bids will be open in the presence of the bidders representatives who choose to attend the activity. Per GPPB Resolution number 15-2021, prospective bidders are required to upload and maintain current of the following eligibility requirements in the PhilGEPS. A. Registration certification, SEC DTI registration. B. Mayor's or business permits or its equivalent documents. C. The tax clearance. D. The audited financial statements. Next, please. Any expired document among the aforementioned eligibility documents shall render the PhilGEPS Platinum Registration Certificate as automatically suspended, and its validity shall resume only once the said expired document is already updated with the PhilGEPS. For recently expired mayor's permit, these permit together with the official receipt as proof that the prospective bidder has applied for the renewal within the period specified by the LGU shall be accepted by the PhilGEPS for the purpose of updating the PhilGEPS certificate of platinum registration and membership. The Department of Public Works and Highways, Cebu 7th District Engineering Office reserves the right to reject any and all bids. Also to declare a failure of bidding or not award the contract to at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 70 of RA number 12009 without incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. For further information, please refer to Engineer Rosemary C. Tan, the Head of Procurement, DPWH Cebu 7th District Engineering Office, St. Recabo Street, Barangay Cogon, Dumanog, Cebu, Procurement cebu7@gmail.com, or you may visit the following websites for downloading of bidding documents at www.dpwh.gov.ph and www.philjobs.gov.ph. For online bid submission, at electronic bids underscore cebu7@dpwh.gov.ph. For technical specifications, sir.
A request lang, Engineer Jolry, for
Sige.
the technical specification.
Hello, once again, everyone, good morning. For the technical specification, bidders must state comply or not comply for each specification and provided that the corresponding performance parameters for offered equipment. Each response must be supported by a clear documentary support in the bid and properly cross-referenced. Acceptable evidence includes unaltered manufacturer sales brochures, official specifications sheets, product samples, independent test results, and similar documents. Claims should be backed by documentary support. If the evidence contradicts the claim, the bid may be rejected. Any false statement, whether in the compliance form or supporting documents found during the evaluation, post-qualification, or contract implementation may be considered fraudulent in accordance with the ITB clause number 3.1A and without prejudice to the imposition of appropriate administrative, civil, and criminal penalty in accordance with the law. For Toyota Hilux pickup, 2.8 Conquest with DPCN number H1-104451 with MV file number 0716-0000006156664, planning and design section. A fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flushing oil and metal treatment, radiator coolant, pink, cabin or aircon filter, an air cleaner, brake fluid, grease, which is ordinary, differential gear oil number 140, ATF, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, tire tubeless, 265/60 R18, MF battery, 13 plates, remote control battery. For Toyota Hilux pickup 2.8 Conquest with DPCN number H1-9981 and MV file number 0716-00000586644, planning design section. Fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, brake fluid, WD-40, contact cleaner, brake disc pad, drive belt, remote control battery. For Toyota Conquest 4x4 2.8 Conquest with DPCN number H1-10252. Fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, brake fluid, drive belt, brake disc pad, remote control battery. For Toyota Hilux pickup 2.8 Conquest with DPCN number H1-10249, a fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, engine filter, a fuel filter F197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, MF battery 13 plates, drive belt, rotor disc assembly, remote control battery. For Mitsubishi L300 FB van with DPCN number H19920 and plate number GAT-7782, a fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter -312, fuel filter JFC-407, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, radiator coolant, which is green, cabin aircon filter, air cleaner, brake fluid, grease ordinary, differential oil number 140, ATF, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, and WD-40. Contact cleaner, rotor disc, drive belt, short, tire tubeless 185R14, and hub cover. For Mazda double cab BT50 3.0 liter 4x4 with DPCN number H1-10452, fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter, fuel filter, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, brake fluid, grease ordinary, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, MF battery 13 plates, wiper blade, drive belt, tail light assembly, passenger side, brake disc pad, remote control battery. For Mazda double cab BT450 3.0 liter 4x4 with DPCN number H1-10453 and plate number FAO-6581. Fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter, fuel filter, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, radiator coolant, which is pink, cabin aircon filter, air cleaner, grease ordinary, differential gear oil number 140, ATF, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, brake fluid, MF battery 13 plates, drive belt, brake disc pad, and remote control battery. For Toyota Hilux pickup number 2.8 Conquest with DPCN number H1-9986, a fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, grease ordinary, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, brake fluid, brake disc pad, remote control battery. And for Toyota Hilux pickup 4x4 2.8 Conquest with DPCN number H1-9984, plate number GPH1252. A fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, brake fluid, cabin aircon filter, air cleaner, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, brake disc pad, MF battery 13 plates, drive belt, remote control battery. And for Toyota Hilux pickup 4x4 2.8 GR Sport with DPCN number H1-10450 and plate number GBF2998. A fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, air cleaner, cabin aircon filter, radiator coolant, which is pink, brake fluid, grease ordinary, ATF, differential gear oil number 140, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, brake disc pad, tire tubeless 265 over 65 R17, and remote control battery. For Mitsubishi L300 FB van with DPCN number H1-9919 and plate number GAT7221. A fully synthetic engine oil filter C-312, fuel filter GFC-407, engine flashing, oil and metal treatment, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, drive belt, which is short, and drive belt, long, brake shoe assembly, brake disc pad, tire tubeless 185R14. For Toyota Hilux pickup 4x4 2.8 Conquest with DPCN number H1-10251 and plate number GAK-8733. Fully synthetic engine oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, grease ordinary, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, brake fluid, MF battery plates, drive belt, brake disc pad, wheel alignment, and remote control battery. For Toyota Hilux pickup 2.8 and Conquest with DPCN number H1-9982 and plate number GBH2916. A fully synthetic engine oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flashing, oil and metal treatment, air cleaner, cabin aircon filter, radiator coolant, pink, brake fluid, grease ordinary, ATF, differential gear oil number 140, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, drive belt, brake disc pad, remote control battery. For Toyota Hilux pickup 2.8-liter Conquest with DPCN number H1-9585 and MV file number SGA4045. Fully synthetic engine oil filter, fuel filter F-197, engine flashing, oil and metal treatment, grease ordinary, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, brake fluid, drive belt, brake shoe assembly, brake disc pad, and remote control battery. For Toyota Hilux pickup 2.8 Conquest with DPCN number H1-9985 and plate number GBG-6784, fully synthetic engine oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flashing, oil and metal treatment, air cleaner, cabin aircon filter, radiator coolant, pink, grease ordinary, ATF, differential gear oil number 140, brake fluid, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, drive belt, brake disc pad, MF battery 13 plates. For a Toyota Hilux pickup 2.8 Conquest with DPCN number H1-9987 and plate number GBH-2917, a fully synthetic engine oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flashing, oil and metal treatment, radiator coolant, pink, cabin aircon filter, air cleaner, brake fluid, grease ordinary, differential gear oil number 140. ATF, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, drive belt, remote control battery. For Toyota Hilux, pickup 2.8 liters 4x2 with DPCN number C-9515 and plate number GAT5943. A fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, radiator coolant, pink, cabin aircon filter, air cleaner, brake fluid, grease ordinary, differential gear oil number 140, ATF, car shampoo VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves WD-40, contact cleaner, drive belt, and remote control assembly. For Toyota Fortuner with DPCN number H1-9651, a fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter, fuel filter, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, car shampoo, brake fluid, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, MF battery 13 plates, drive belt, tire tubeless 265/40Z R22. And for Toyota Hilux pickup 2.8 with DPCN number H1-10251 with plate number GBH1251. Fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, air cleaner, cabin aircon filter, radiator coolant, pink, grease ordinary, ETF, differential gear oil number 140, brake fluid, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, drive belt, brake disc pad, and remote control battery. For Toyota Hilux pickup 2.8 Conquest with DPCN H1-9983 and plate number GBG2485. Fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, brake fluid, radiator coolant, pink, grease ordinary, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, drive belt, brake disc pad, remote control assembly. For Toyota Hilux Conquest GR Sport 4x4 with plate number GBA8973, a fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, car shampoo VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, brake fluid WD-40, contact cleaner, grease ordinary, radiator coolant, pink, MF battery 13 plates, brake disc pad, and tire tubeless 265/65 R17. For Toyota Hilux pickup 2.8 liter G 4x4 with DPCN number H1-9921, fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-111, fuel filter F-197, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, brake fluid, grease ordinary, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, chart tubeless 265/65 R17, aircon repair, rotor disc, remote control battery. For Suzuki Multicab with DPCN number H1-10448, fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter, fuel filter, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, car shampoo, VS1, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, grease ordinary, brake fluid, brake caliper kit, drive belt, accelerator cable. For Nissan Atlas double cab with DPCN number H1-8185, fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter C-209, fuel filter GFC-407, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, air cleaner, radiator coolant, green, brake fluid, grease ordinary, car shampoo VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves WD-40, contract cleaner, drive belt, universal cross bearing. For Mitsubishi L300 FB van with DPCN number H1-8182, a fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter, fuel filter, engine flushing, oil and metal treatment, brake fluid, grease ordinary, car shampoo VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves WD-40, contact cleaner, radiator hose, lower, radiator hose clip, 1 3/4 relay, electrical tape, automotive wire number 14, automotive valve 24 volts, automotive valve 12 volts, peanut valve 12 volts, peanut valve 24 volts, drive belt, brake shoe assembly, brake disc pad, char tubeless 185 R14, fuel gauge floater. For man lift, with DPCN number H2-552, fully synthetic engine oil, oil filter, fuel filter, engine flashing, oil and metal treatment, brake fluid, grease ordinary, hydraulic oil, car shampoo, VS1 400 ml, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, tire with inner tube and tire flap 7.5-16. For Photon Hurricane dump truck with DPCN number H3-6551, a multi-grade engine oil, oil filter, water, fuel separator, radiator coolant, green, grease ordinary, hydraulic oil, brake fluid, car shampoo, VS1, car wash gloves, WD-40, contact cleaner, distilled water for battery, 17 plates, and battery clamp. For grass cutter, carburetor, gear case, piston ring, spark plug, clutch, shoe assembly, crank, and tutti oil. Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you,
Question.
no? So, medyo bay-ubay dito item. So, there's a question, no, to our
Okay.
from the YouTube, no? Online. A question from Jerlyn Manatad from Mandawi Trust Marketing. So the question I would like to ask if you have a specific brand or it's up to the supplier for the brand. So good morning, Ma'am Jerlyn, no? So for us, no, wala tay brand gibutang, no? As long as okay siya sa katong gipang mention niya equipment and pasok siya sa specs, no? You mentioned for the specific equipment and service vehicle. So any brand will do, no, ma'am? So I guess that if napa for that. The second question, no, for the remote control battery, we can ask sample for that. So, ma'am, you may contact, no, our end user, this office, no, for the specific battery for each unit. Sa how many pedals, no? Katong pa-coordinate na lang sa mo ang siguro sa uh, supply and the ESU. So any other question? Nilakaw na. Okay, set. Pila ka copy? Murag one. Original one copy. Wala raman siguro. Wala. Okay lang. So, any other question? So, wala na. So, guess that would be all, no, for this pre-bid conference. So, as the authority vested me as the chairman of the committee, now declare this pre-bid conference adjourned. Thank you and good